Once upon a time, in the heart of Liberia, amidst the verdant landscapes and the rhythmic hum of village life, lies Zorzor, a village untouched by the passage of time, where traditions are held sacred and every action is guided by the wisdom of the elders. It is here that our story begins, under the swaying cassava plants and the watchful eyes of the ancestors. Korto was a young woman known throughout Zorzor for her strength and kindness. She was not of noble birth, but her heart was rich with dreams and ambitions. She lived a simple life, working in the fields, helping her mother with chores, and weaving beautiful baskets. Her reputation as a kind and dependable woman made her beloved by all. Varney, on the other hand, was a hard-working young man who was admired for his integrity and courage. He lived with his aging grandmother, taking care of her and tending to their small farm. Despite his humble beginnings, Varney was respected in the village for his strong work ethic and kind heart. From an early age, Korto and Varney were friends. They would often meet near the river, where they played and shared their dreams. As they grew older, their friendship blossomed into love, a love that was pure and true, but also fraught with challenges. In Zorzor, marriage was not just a union between two people. It was a bond between families and a means to strengthen alliances. Old man Wia, Korto's father, had long promised her hand in marriage to Kaba, the son of a wealthy trader from Monrovia. This marriage was intended to secure the prosperity of Korto's family and strengthen ties between the two villages. Korto was devastated by this arrangement. Her heart belonged to Varney, and the thought of marrying Kaba, a man she did not love, filled her with dread. Varney too was heartbroken, but he was determined not to give up on their love. They began to meet secretly by the river, under the cover of night. There, amidst the tall grasses and the sounds of the night, they would whisper their love to each other and dream of a future where they could be together. These secret meetings were their only solace in a world that seemed determined to keep them apart. Desperate for a solution, Korto and Varney decided to seek the help of Mama Zari, the village healer. Mama Zari was a woman of great wisdom and mystical power. She lived on the outskirts of the village in a small hut filled with herbs, roots, and ancient artifacts. Many in the village sought her counsel, for she was known to have a deep connection to the spiritual world. One night, under the cloak of darkness, Korto and Varney made their way to Mama Zari's hut. The old woman greeted them with a knowing smile, as if she had been expecting them. She listened intently as they poured out their hearts, explaining their love and the obstacles they faced. Mama Zari warned them that the path they sought would not be easy. She spoke of a powerful love potion that could bind their hearts and spirits in a way that no earthly force could break. However, gathering the ingredients for this potion would require them to embark on a perilous journey into the depths of the forest, where they would face many dangers. Determined to be together, Korto and Varney agreed to undertake the journey. Mama Zari gave them a list of the ingredients they needed to gather and offered them her blessings. With hearts full of hope and determination, they set off into the forest. The forest was dense and teeming with life. As they ventured deeper, they encountered numerous challenges. They faced wild animals, treacherous terrain, and supernatural forces that tested their love and resolve. One night, as they sat by a small fire, Varney held Korto close and whispered words of comfort. "We go make it, Korto. Our love stronger past any challenge we face." Korto nodded, drawing strength from his words. "I believe you, Varney. As long as we day together, I not afraid." Their journey took them through dense underbrush and across raging rivers. They climbed steep hills and navigated through dark caves. Along the way, they collected the herbs and roots Mama Zari had instructed them to find. Each challenge they faced only served to strengthen their bond and deepen their love. Back in Zorzor, Kaba, the wealthy trader, grew suspicious of Korto's frequent absences. He had heard rumors of her secret meetings with Varni and their journey into the forest. Furious and determined to claim what he believed was rightfully his, Kaba set out to find them and bring Korto back. He enlisted the help of some of the village's most fearsome warriors and set off into the forest. With every step, his anger grew, and his determination to separate Varni and Korto became more resolute. After days of arduous travel, Korto and Varni finally returned to Mama Zari's hut with the ingredients they had gathered. The old woman welcomed them back and began to prepare the potion. The air in the hut was thick with anticipation and fear. As Mama Zari worked, Varni and Korto held each other close, their hearts beating as one. They knew that this potion was their last hope. Just as Mama Zari was about to complete the potion, the door to the hut burst open. Kaba and his men stormed in, their faces twisted with rage. "Korto, you didn't come with me now!" Kaba bellowed. A fierce struggle ensued. Varni fought valiantly to protect Korto, but he was outnumbered. In the chaos, the potion was knocked over, its contents spilling onto the ground. Desperate and heartbroken, Korto made a bold decision. She grabbed a shard of broken pottery and stood between Varni and Kaba. "I will not go with you," she declared, her voice trembling but resolute. "Our love is stronger than your wealth and power." In a tragic turn of events, a scuffle broke out. Kaba, in his rage, pushed Korto away, but she fell onto the broken pottery, mortally wounding herself. Varni, horrified and grief-stricken, held her as she took her last breath. The village was silent, the air heavy with shock and sorrow. Varni's wails echoed through the night, a haunting reminder of love's tragic end. The news of Korto's death spread quickly through Zorzor. The village was plunged into mourning, and a somber silence fell over the once lively community. Varni was inconsolable, his heart shattered by the loss of his beloved. Old man Wia, Korto's father, was consumed with guilt. He realized too late that his insistence on tradition and wealth had cost him his daughter's life. In a gesture of remorse, he called off the arranged marriage with Kaba and offered his apologies to Varni. Kaba, haunted by his actions, left the village in disgrace. He could not escape the shadow of his guilt, and his once prosperous business crumbled. Korto and Varni's story became a somber legend in Zorzor, a tale of love, sacrifice, and the harsh realities of tradition. The villagers would often gather by the cassava fields to tell the story of the young lovers whose love defied all odds but ended in tragedy. Years passed, and the memory of Korto and Varni lived on. The cassava fields, once a place of secret meetings and whispered promises, became a symbol of their love. The villagers tended to the fields with care, knowing that beneath the soil lay the echoes of a love that was pure and true. Korto and Varni's story is a poignant reminder of the power and tragedy of true love. Their love, though doomed, left an indelible mark on Zorzor, teaching the villagers the value of love, sacrifice, and the importance of listening to one's heart.